Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gananaham Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasrinvan Utibhitsida Sadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajini Vati Dhinama Vitrayavatu Ganesaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Ambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasya Dvirada Vaktradhyah Parishadhyah Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Varshini Bhagavatim Ashtadasadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavatveshinim. With Bhagavan's grace, we concluded 11th Adhyayam and will begin with His grace Adhyayam 12, the Bhakti Yoga. And when Bhagavan said, if you recall, it's a continuous discussion actually, continuous samvadam goes on. When he says only through bhakti, you cannot get this Viswarupa Darshanam. Viswarupa Darshanam means being aware of the Bhagavan who is present everywhere. And that consciousness, that awareness, how will it come? It cannot be got through charity. It cannot be got through penance. It cannot be got through Vedic scholarship. It can be got only through devotion, through bhakti. That ananya chintaya bhakti, that is without thinking of anything else. So when Bhagavan says that, and immediately Arjuna asks about Swami Bhakti, who should I worship? Should I worship the the God with form or the formless God? That is how he begins the 12th Adhyayam. Arjuna said, between the devotees who worship you thus with steady faith and those who worship your indestructible and uncognizable form, who is better? Arjuna Uvacha. Evam satata yukta ye bhaktas tvam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Arjuna Uvacha. Evam satata yuktaha ye bhaktaha tvam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Padangal are Arjuna Uvacha. Evam satata yuktaha ye bhaktaha tvam paryupasate paryupasate ye cha api aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Evam satata yukta ye bhaktaha tvam paryupasate ye cha api aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Evam thus satata yuktaha, with very steady faith and established mind fixed in that. Okay, it doesn't change. Satata yuktaha, ye who bhaktaha, which devotees, which devotees, tvam pariupasate, tvam you, pariupasate, asate, to sit down. That's what we say. Asana means sit down. To place yourself, to seat yourself. Upasate, place yourself nearby. Nearby where? Pari, with Bhagavan. Paryupasate, who worships you with such closeness in their heart. Okay? They seated himself next to you, very close to you. Paryupasate, cha api, and also, ye, which, again, ye bhaktaha, which devotees, avyaktam aksharam, aksharam avyaktam, avyaktam aksharam. Doesn't matter whichever way you put it, it says the same thing. Aksharam, indestructible. Avyaktam, incognizable. Something that cannot be captured by the senses or by the mind or by the buddhi. It's not possible. Avyaktam, not cognizable. So, cha api aksharam avyaktam ye bhaktaha paryupasate tesham among them ke yogavittamaha ke who yogavittamaha, who's the one who is really who's better, who's really understood, who really knows the skills of embracing the indweller, embracing you, who can do that better, okay, which is better is what he's asking. Arjuna uvacha Yevam satata yukta ye bhaktaha tvam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Bhagavan answers with coming to the essence of what bhakti is. Sri Bhagavan said, those who place their mind in me, fix it and steady it there, and worship me with faith, determination, and enthusiasm, know how to embrace divinity. This is my considered opinion. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mai avesya mano ye mam nitya yukta upasate sraddhayaha parayopetaha te me yuktatama mataha. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayyavesya mano ye mam nitya yukta upasate sraddhaya parayopetaha te me yuktatama mataha. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayyavesya mano me Mayyavesya mano ye mam nitya yuktaha upasate sraddhayaha parayopetaha te me yuktatama mataha. Padanga Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayi avesya mano ye mano manaha ye mam nitya yuktaha upasate pariupasate upaasate. Right? It comes again. Sraddhayaha parayopetaha paraya upetaha te me yuktatama mataha. Mayi in me. Avesya, mayi, avesya will come. Mayi in me. Manaha, the mind. Avesya. See, there is a avesam, we say in Tamil, that it is not like a drop of water coming out of the tap or just a spark of fire. It is something that's flagrant, that is uncontrollable desire and impelled towards. That is, all those things are captured by the word avesya. The mind must be impelled with such tremendous force, uncontrollably towards me. Mai avesya. Nitya yuktaha. Avesya established there. Nitya yuktaha. Nitya yuktaha. Yuktaha, we've seen this before. Highly skilled. And skill comes only from practice, right? Nitya, always. Firmly established. Paraya upetaha. Paraya means supreme, sacred, exalted. Paraya. Sraddhayaha. Very important. Sraddha, we have covered this word before. As Vivekananda says, there is no English word that can capture what Sraddha means. Okay, it can mean, determination, perseverance, enthusiasm, fixation. There are so many things associated with that, Sraddhayaha, paraya sraddhayaha, upetaha, along with that. Okay, they are imbibed with this paraya sraddhai. They are together with that. Ye, who, mam, me, upasate. They do worship, not only just worship, they embrace me, they try to embrace me and become skilled at it time and again. Upasate means basically embracing him, either with your hand, with your mind, with your words, with your thoughts, with your feelings, it doesn't matter. Bhagavan is close to him. Upasate, whoever is doing that, they yuktatamaha, they know about the skills and the practice of embracing divinity. Okay? Thus, me mataha. This is my considered opinion. Shri Bhagavanu vacha mayyavesya mano ye mam nityayukta upasate Shraddhaya parayopetaste me yuktatama mataha. Slokam number 3 and 4 we will take it together. Also, he who with a balanced and unifying outlook at all times controls his senses well and constantly worships the indestructible indweller that words are unable to capture, senses cannot cognize, and the mind cannot grasp, and that is firmly and unshakably present everywhere at all times without any change whatsoever, and wishes the welfare of all, and reaches me. Slokam number 3. Ye saksharam anirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam sanniyamya indriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Ye saksharam anirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam sanniyamya indriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Ye saksharam anirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam sanniyamya indriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Padangal are ye tu aksharam anirdesyam avyaktam pari upa asate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam sanniyamya indriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. 2. But sarvatra, in all places. As we were sharing in the class yesterday morning, I think it was, whenever I come across the word sarvatra, I'm automatically reminded of the teaching I got from my guru, from my master, the Lord himself. And he said, sarvatra, sarvada, sarvakaleshu, sarvatra harichintanam. That is the instruction that Bhagavan has given me. Sarvatra means in all places. Sarvada, always. Sarvakaleshu, at all times. Sarvatra, in all places. Harichintanam, think of Hari. Okay? So here, let us come back here. 2, but sarvatra, in all places, samabuddhayaha. That means it's translated loosely as equal-mindedness. It is actually not equal-mindedness. It's actually one-mindedness. What is that one-mindedness? Equal means there's 2. As we saw early on in the sessions, when you look at when you give a quarter, and you look at the tail or you look at the head, it's neither the head nor the tail. It is just a coin, right? So it's like that kind of a balanced approach. That is samabuddhayaha. With that outlook and with that perspective and with that experience, samabuddhayaha, indriya gramam. Gramam also means village, but gramam also means groups. Okay? A group is also the gramam. So indriya gramam means the groups of senses, when the senses all act together. So that activity that is taking place in in unison, in group form always, right? All the senses. That san niyamya, we saw that earlier. San niyamya. Niyamya means to control. San niyamya means to control it in the most beneficial way, in the proximity of Bhagavan. That the word sun comes always immediately, it denotes the lotus feet. Okay, that's the only way you can control it. San niyamya, very well controlled. Anirdesyam. Now it is it's something that cannot be beyond words. Anirdesyam means beyond words, beyond speech, beyond words. Avyaktam. Avyaktam means cannot be cognized by the senses, beyond the senses. And achintyam, you are not able to think about it. It is beyond the mind. Achintyam. Sarvatragam, present everywhere, everywhere. Okay, kutastham, how is it present? It is present in a unchanging, changeless manner. It never changes. It neither increases nor decreases. Changeless way it presents, kutastham. Achalam, it is also present in a way it doesn't even move. It's not a question of unmovable, it just doesn't move. Okay, there is no motion. It is there all the time, unchanging. And dhruvam, and not in a weak manner. Dhruvam means in the very strong, firmly established. Okay, that entity, what is that entity? That is aksharam. A to aksharam, that aksharam, indestructible, basically the prema, the selfless love that is there. Ye who pari upasate, they embrace this, they attempt to embrace this, they take steps to embrace this, they want to embrace it, they want to touch it. Whoever does that, okay, pari upasate, with sincerity and honesty, not only that, now Bhagavan is talking about the formless God, okay, who's present everywhere. Okay, then when you want to embrace and look to Bhagavan who's present everywhere, in the words that I speak, in the words you hear, in the sound that comes, in the wind that blows, everywhere you try to see Bhagavan, what happens to your mind? Your mind will automatically start wishing in a natural manner, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. Let all beings always be happy. Let them be beneficial. Let them be well protected. That is the automatic attitude and perspective and the impulse, natural impulse that arises out of such a mind that wants to embrace Bhagavan everywhere. That's an automatic result. So, Sarvabhutete Rataha, then whoever wants welfare for all of them, those people, Mameva, they attain me. Mameva, only me, Prapnuvanti, they obtain. Ye taksharam anirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam sanniyam yendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. Very important. One of the 3 lessons that Sri Rama learned from Vasishtha when he went for Gurukulam to learn from Vasishtha. The 3 lessons that were taught him, one of them was Sarvabhuta. That's the very first lesson that was taught him. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. Very important. Okay, we'll go to Slokam number 5. Worshipping the uncognizable form is difficult because Bhagavan now described the Bhakti worshipping the formless form of Bhagavan, right? Worshipping the uncognizable form is difficult. For those attached to their bodies, the path to the indweller is fraught with difficulties, isn't it? To embrace divinity that is formless when we are attached to the form of our body is very difficult. We cannot cognize it. We cannot even imagine it. Isn't it difficult? Is what he's asking. Okay. Klesodhikatarasaha tesham avyaktasakta chetasam avyaktahi gatihi dukkam dehavadbihi avapyate. Klesodhikataras tesham avyaktasakta chetasam avyaktahi gatir dukkam dehavadbihi avapyate. Klesodhikataras tesham avyaktasakta chetasam avyaktahi gatir dukkam dehavadbhir ravapyate. Padangal are klesaha adhikataraha tesham avyakta asakta chetasam avyaktahi gatihi dukkam dehavadbhihi avapyate. Avyakta asakta chetasam. Avyakta asakta chetasam. That means avyakta asakta chetasam. People who are desirous of embracing the divinity that is uncognizable, beyond word, beyond mind, beyond speech, and beyond thoughts and beyond senses, and present everywhere, and I want to embrace it, I want to touch it, I want to relate to it. Okay, people who are thinking along those lines, who are desirous of that, tesham, for them, klesaha, the difficulties, okay, adhikataraha, they are too much, too many difficulties, too much. That means it is difficult. Why? Dehavadbihi, because people attach to their bodies. Bodies means we are attached to forms, right? We are not attached to the formless. We are attached to various forms. With Dehavadbihi, with this kind of tendencies and impulses that we have that makes our mind attached to forms, avyakta gatihi, the pathway of embracing the formless, dukkam, very difficult. Very difficult. Avapyate, he, with great difficulty, it is obtained, isn't it? Bhagavan asking. Klesodhikataras tesham avyaktasakta chetasam avyaktahi gatir dukkam dehavadbhiravapyate. Slokam number 6 and 7. We will do both together with Swami. But I provide, see, when moment is so difficult, my God, what can I do, Swami? Bhagavan answers immediately. He says, but I provide quick rescue from the ocean of birth and death for those who surrender all their actions to me, who consider me as the supreme goal, who think of me only exclusive of other thoughts, who do not think of me as separate from them, and whose minds are fixed on me. Slokam number 6 and 7. Yetu sarvani karvani mai sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesham aham samudhartaha mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai avehita chetasam. Yetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesham aham samudhartaha mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai avehita chetasam. 2. But ye who sarvani karmani, all actions, there's no action is called Bhagavan's action and this mine. No, every action is his. Every action. Make no mistake about that. Right from, as I mentioned the other day, going to the toilet, to doing incense sticks and puja and all in the prayer room, doing work at workplace or driving the car, it doesn't matter. All actions, sarvani karmani, mai, to me, in me, to me, Sanyasya, offering, sacrificing, to do samarpanam, to surrender. Mat paraha, remember with mat karma krite, with mat paramo, mat bhaktaha. Bhagavan said in the last adhyayam, most important teaching, right? Very important teaching. Not most important, every important teaching is equally important. Mat paraha, considering me as the source, as the refuge, as the goal, as well as the pathway, ananyena yogena, without any other thought and without any other pathway or yogam or thoughts, mam eva, only me, dhyayantaha, think of me more and more, concentrate on me more and more, and then you come to the process of dhyanam, which is in English we loosely translated, incorrectly translated as meditation. It is don't use the word meditation. Dhyanam means to be one with Bhagavan, where I lose the sense of identity or the separateness of the person who's thinking about God, the process of thinking about God, and the God on whom the thoughts are being directed. All the three become one and not separate, and everything. That experience is called dhyanam. And to do that, ananyena yogena, continuous practice is required. Upasate, who worship like that, tesham, for them, what do I do? For them, mayi avesita chetasam, with this practice and with their thoughts always engrossed only in me, for them, firmly established in me, mrityu samsara sagarate. This samsaram that we are all entangled in, this activity that goes here and there and finally nowhere, all those activities, the thing that we go through, that is mrityuhu, with death, and it always comes with death. Because there is death, then there is birth, right? It always happens. This samsara sagaram, this ocean of birth and death, nachirate, immediately, very quickly, nachirate, very quickly, no delay. Partha is addressed, aham, I, samudharta, I rescue them, I take them out of this ocean of birth and death, I rescue them so fast. Bhavami, that is how I am. Bhavami, that's the way I am, right? Bhagavan says that. Bhavami nachirate partha, okay? Samudharta, mrityu samsara sagarate samudharta, nachirate samudharta, okay? Yetu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate teshamagam samudharta mrityu samsara sagarate bhavami nachirat partha Mayyavesita chetasam. With Bhagavan's grace, let us do one more slokam today. Slokam number 8. Again, Bhagavan, in his infinite mercy and compassion, and summarizes what he wants us to do, what he wants me to do, and what he wants anybody who's listening to him carefully, what he wants that person to do. He says, fix your mind only in me. Place your intellect in me. After firmly doing this, you will become one with me only. There is no doubt about this. There's no doubt about this, he says. Mayyeva mana adastva. Mayi buddhim nivesaya. Nivasishyasi mayyeva ata urdhvam na samsayaha. Mayyeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim nivesaya. Nivasishyasi mayyeva ata urdhvam na samsayaha. Mayyeva mana adhastva mayi buddhim nivesaya. Nivasishyasi mayyeva ata urdhvam na samsayaha. Padangal are Mayi eva mana adatsva, Mayi buddhim nivesaya. These are direct commands from the Bhagavan himself. Sometimes he gives indirect suggestions, indirect teachings, Here, very, very direct. He says, Mayeva mana adasva, Mayi buddhim niveshaya, nivasishyasi Mayi eva ata urdhvam na samsayaha. Mayi eva, only in me. Manaha, mind. Adasva, establish, place it there. Okay, place it there. Adasva, firmly. Mayi, in me. Buddhim, your intellect, your buddhi. Nivesaya, place it there. Let it live there. Vasam means to live. Nivesaya, put it there. So that is his place of residence. Ata urdhvam, after this, immediately after this. What happens when you do? Immediately afterwards. It's not a question of waiting for some time. Immediately following this. Mayi eva, only in me. Nivasishyasi. See, nivasishyasi. Srinivasa, right? You remember the word? Srinivasa. Nivasishyasi. So, Mayi eva, nivasishyasi. Only in me, nivasishyati. You will live. You will live forever. It is not a temporary living. That means you merge in me. You become one with me. Okay, your embracing me is finalized. Become one. Where the river merges with the sea, becomes one. It's like that. Na samsayaha. No doubt. There is no doubt about this. Mayyeva mana adatsva, mayi buddhim niveshaya, nivasishyasi mayyeva, atavurdhvam na samsayaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.